Throughout history, there have been countless mummies, but some were so evil that even death couldn't stop them from wreaking havoc. Welcome back, I'm here, and today we'll be taking a look at some cursed afterlives as we explore the stories of mummies whose spirits never rested. Our first story involves a curse that was inadvertently unleashed by a group of looters. Deep in the Egyptian desert, an ancient tomb lay hidden for centuries. Legend has it that this particular burial chamber belonged to a high priestess named Hedefirs. According to historical records, Hedefirs had done everything in her power to ensure her own safety and well-being, amassing great wealth and making powerful enemies along the way. Naturally, when she passed away, her family spared no expense for her funeral. They placed all of her worldly possessions in the tomb with her, encasing her body in gold and precious stones before sealing her inside for eternity. As the centuries passed, the location of the tomb was forgotten until one day a group of looters uncovered it, hoping to find treasure within. As the story goes, the leader of the group picked up one of the golden sarcophagi, believing it to be just another worthless relic. But when he pried it open, he realized his mistake. The moment he laid eyes on the mummy within, he began to feel a strange sensation creep up his spine, a feeling of dread that intensified with every passing second. Suddenly, the room began to shake violently, causing several of the sarcophagi to fall over. When the dust settled, the looters found that the mummy they had disturbed was covered in strange markings. They soon discovered that these symbols were actually instructions warning those who dared disturb the remains to leave immediately or suffer the consequences. Of course, being thieves, the looters ignored these warnings and proceeded to take whatever they wanted from the tomb. It didn't take long for their greed to catch up with them. Soon after leaving the tomb, each of the looters met their demise in a horrible and untimely manner. Some died suddenly of unknown causes, while others suffered freak accidents that seemed to occur out of nowhere. The final tally was 6 deaths, all of which bore the hallmarks of a curse. Our next story is about an ancient curse that even modern science can't explain. In 1826, a group of scientists in Italy were attempting to uncover the secrets of an ancient mummy. They had brought the mummy to their laboratory, intending to study it and learn more about its origins. What they didn't know was that they were about to unleash a curse that would follow them for years. As they began to examine the mummy, they noticed that its bandages were wrapped in a specific pattern. Intrigued, they decided to unravel the mummy to get a closer look. Little did they know that this would be a grave mistake. The moment they disturbed the mummy, strange things began to happen. First, the lights in the lab started flickering ominously. Then, the temperature dropped dramatically, sending a chill down their spines. But these were only the beginning of their troubles. Over the next few weeks, each of the scientists began to fall ill with strange and debilitating diseases. Some even claimed to see the ghost of the mummy wandering the halls of their building. It became clear to them that they had unleashed something evil by disturbing the mummy. In an effort to make amends, they carefully rewrapped the mummy and returned it to its tomb, hoping that this would put an end to the curse. But even after doing so, the scientists continued to suffer. It wasn't until years later that they were finally able to shake off the curse and move on with their lives. To this day, many believe that the curse of the mummy is real and that those who disturb ancient remains do so at their own peril. For our final story, we return to Egypt, where a malevolent spirit continues to haunt the living. The spirit in question is that of a man named Akmen, who is said to be the embodiment of evil. During his lifetime, Akmen was a servant in the household of a pharaoh, but he was despised by everyone because of his cruel and sadistic nature. When he died, his body was preserved and mummified according to the customs of the time. But instead of finding peace in the afterlife, Akmen's spirit became trapped within his mummy and turned him into a vessel for evil. Legend has it that the spirit of Akmen's could possess people and use them to do his bidding. It is said that anyone who comes into contact with his mummy is doomed to suffer horrible misfortune. Those who try to steal his mummy are said to be killed or driven insane. Many have tried to steal the mummy over the years, but none have succeeded. For those who have tried, the results have been disastrous. Some have disappeared without a trace. Others have turned up dead with strange and mysterious wounds. There are even rumors that the mummy itself moves around at night, leaving those who witness it paralyzed with fear. Despite the danger, many still seek out the mummy of Akhmens, hoping to steal it or simply to see it for themselves. But those who do are never the same again. The spirit of Akhmens is said to be too powerful to resist, and once it takes hold of a person, it never lets go. Now it's time to make your voice heard. Which of these cursed mummies was the most terrifying? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want to see more videos like this, then be sure to stay tuned for more content. Thank you for watching. Until next time,